When I contacted Every Life Counts, I told them that my baby had been given a life-limiting diagnosis called anencephaly. And there was this woman on the other end, and she wrote back to me and she just sent me this big message. And I remember thinking, wow, this woman, she really gets it. When we found out about Freya's diagnosis, for the weeks beforehand, anybody that we had talked to, even health professionals, I mean, they could tell you what anencephaly was, but they couldn't really paint a vivid picture in our head of, you know, how it's going to affect you, what's going to happen, how it feels. It was nice to know that there was someone out there who understood, you know, what it felt like to be told that your baby is not going to live very long.
So you did. It's a really dark photo. It came out a lot darker than I thought. This is crazy. I found out around 6 weeks that I was pregnant with Troy. We organised an early scan with the hospital as I had previous miscarriage. So we went to 8 weeks, had a scan, and all was well. He was kicking away, wee tiny peanut. He was quite an active wee baby, jumping around, and his wee arms and legs, you could see everything moving. The midwife says, right, we're going to do a scan. We'll do a scan and see how things are. She was really looking at a specific area, and I could just kind of feel the blood draining from my face. I just had something, I'm thinking that something's just not right here. The doctor said that you only have 2 centimetres of fluid. Usually healthy pregnancies, it's about 10 to 12 centimetres of fluid at 28 weeks. In my case, there was only 2 centimetres. He was born at 35 weeks and 6 days. He came himself, breech. And he came out quite a fighter, he came out crying. I got to hold him. He did gasp a little because he was struggling, you know, with oxygen. Whenever I made my way down to see him in the incubator, they had told us that he had put up such a fight, fighting off all the equipment. He just wanted to do everything by himself. That's when we decided on the name Troy, because it also means our little warrior. So he'll always be a warrior in our hearts, and he's forever in our hearts. It wasn't really until months after I really got help. I found that whenever we were out of the hospital, there wasn't a great support system. I mean, the bereaved midwife was on the phone maybe a few times during the time that Troy had passed away, just to see how I'm getting on and that way. And then it wasn't until Vicky had contacted me. I wasn't sure exactly who Vicky was at the beginning.
Your mum?
Yeah, she could hardly talk. She was in the bad way that night.
It's very, very tough on grandparents.
Yeah.
So
She has been great, giving me plenty of information, helping me get through everything. A simple hello or a message during the day, during one of the bad days, has really helped a lot. It has put a smile on my face, and I really appreciate all that she has done.
You've been taking some stuff out of Faith's room. I've actually been trying to, but it's up.
One of the things that I love about Every Life Counts is how they have opened up a network for me to get involved in, to give and receive support from like-minded parents who are going through something similar, who have gone through something similar. I mean, there's one thing that's brought us all together, and that's our babies. I have managed to make some forever friends that I will be so grateful for, because they just get it. You know, they understand, and I understand what they're going through too. And to know that there's other people out there who do get it, and they do understand what you're going through, it's so important to know that they're there. It's even better to be able to talk to them, but to be able to call them your friends is just incredible, because we're all connected on such a level that is just so deep. I
remember when I was getting like my wee memory box as well, and I'd said to Vicky about, you know, the box and stuff, and now she's incorporating that into it too. You know, the charity's working to kind of to get them memory boxes up
and it's a
things.
scary thing. That's not what you don't want to be buying a box for your child's things. You know, you want to be buying all the things that you think your child should be having, but it means so much now. having
Afterwards,
those things now,
doesn't it? It does mean a lot.
And being able to know that box is there, and you can go and
go back,
touch their things and smell it and things. That means so important to us.
I just think I found it hard with, you know, coming to terms with everything. Because there's just, and especially in Northern Ireland, I think, there was just no one to turn to.
No.
Like, and no one knew. Like, there was people obviously had lost their babies and knew of loss, but this was completely different. We had no one to turn to. Like, I had never heard of it before in my life, you know. And I almost found as if like the doctors just kind of, you know, like bypassed you or something because it was that, you know, ultimate diagnosis. You know, when you're having a bad day and, you know, the wee message pops up from Vicky, do you ever get that? And, you know, you don't tell anybody else, but she just kind of knows. And you okay? Or hello, how are you, my lovely? You know, and that is massive to us.
It is,
like, you know, that support, just as tiny as that is, you know, it's just massive. And for someone going through it not knowing who to turn to or what to do, that is I think is huge.
And I just think her openness and honesty about her own loss, I found that really helpful, because there are days you just, you don't want to face the world, you don't want to get out of bed. And I would just remember her, you know, I would never have told anybody that, even in relation to my friends, my family. There's days I just couldn't get out of bed when I got the diagnosis, and then also when we lost Faith. But Vicky always just said, it's okay, you know, you're allowed to spend the day in bed, you know, if that's all you can do that day, that's fine. And I just found
that day. Sometimes you kind of almost feel guilty that you feel like that day. But to like have like, you know, the support of like other mummies like you and Vicky and Erin and Lauren and stuff, you know, that's almost as if like, okay, like, do you feel like that today? Like, so do I, like, that's okay. And you kind of almost like don't feel guilty of like feeling like that sometimes, which I found hard to cope with, because it's just terrifying. Even now, I look back and go, God, like,
how did you get through it?
You just don't know how you get through it. It's just terrifying.
Right. I'll get you too.
You go straight or shoulder.
Every Life Counts has just been there every step of the way. From the moment I contacted them, they have been by my side. To this day, they are still by my side. For me, they've helped make this journey doable. They've been there, you know, on the good times and the bad times. You know, they're not just there to help you say goodbye to your baby, you know, like they're still there for me, and Freya's almost a year old. For parents who receive a life-limiting diagnosis such as anencephaly, I think it's really important that they know that they have access to this type of support and the work that this charity does. I mean, it's so important. I don't know where I would be today if it wasn't for the support that we have received from Every Life Counts. They have helped me and my partner bring our daughter into this world. They've helped us to prepare to bring her into this world in a caring and compassionate way. And they prepared us to be able to give her the love that she deserved.